we go to number 11. Heather?
Yes. Actually, is Mr. Banks here this evening?
Yes.
I suggest that you subscribe to the board what you'd like to do.
What I'm requesting is that I installed a pool in my backyard in July of 2005. I followed the position of I got the building permit, and later on in December of 2005 we had very heavy rain, if I don't know if anybody recalls, and part of that I installed some drainage pipe, and it caused a little bit of flooding. Since then, Mr. J. Seitz recommended I move the drainage pipe and move the fence. I did those two items. Then he asked me to get approval from the Army Corps of Engineers that it was not impeding on any wetlands. I've done that. The next step, he asked me to have an engineering review of the drainage that runs across my backyard. I brought in AJR engineers. They reviewed it. They said if anything, I've enhanced the flow of the water through my backyard. And the next step was we did a little additional grading. Jay and the town engineer and I've been out at least a dozen times over the last couple of years. This all started in July. The first letter was December of 2005. And I've been trying to complete this, and I'm hopefully at the point now where I can get approval for my pool. The electrical was approved, but I'd like to get a final CO on my pool.
Gary?
Yes, I'm going to defer to Wayne on part of this, but I can confirm what Mr. Banks has said relative to the visits to the site. And the last time I was out there with Mr. Seitz, all the engineering issues that we discussed were taken care of. So I asked Wayne today to see if there were any other issues that I might not be aware of. So subject to that.
Comments, Wayne?
I didn't personally go out. Gary Remco went out and looked at it. With the exception of a few low spots that were collecting water, he didn't have any problems. He said everything had been corrected to his understanding.
So basically, the next step is if we allow you to put your pool in now.
My pool's been in since July of 2005.
Okay.
But it's basically a little bit in the easement.
I believe it encroaches.
Yes, that's the one. Well, I'm not gonna ask you to take your pool down,
Thank you.
Out of this time
but
of year.
there is one thing, what was that, Tom?
Out of this time of the year, it's too cold.
But there is one thing I'd like to remind you, if for some reason we have to go in there, we may have to work around it in one way or another, you know. I'm not gonna tell you that it couldn't happen, because it might. I hope it doesn't.
Oh, I understand, and I will continue to maintain the drainage easement. I paid to have it all graded this year, and I will continue to do that as necessary.
Just sounds like there was a mistake and you rectified it really, to some extent, as best you can anyway. I was giving it a tool, but
I
what
did.
are you gonna do?
Sounds like you did some extensive research to make sure it was right.
Well, originally they said that the survey I provided was incorrect. It was the one that was attached to the purchase of my house. And since then, we've had it all redrawn. One of Jay's requests was after it was completed, have another complete survey done and submitted to the town, which I've done. I went as far as I had the property staked before I put a fence in to make sure I didn't go on the wrong side, but that didn't really help the situation.
Any comments?
I don't know anything else. That being said, I make a motion to approve the pool location and actually grant like a waiver for it to encroach upon the easement at the location at 8659 Backstretch Path.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Towacki?
Yes.
Mr. Ryback?
Yes.
Mr. Coral?
Yes.
Mr. Dizzy?
Yes. Thanks for working with us.
Long haul.
Yeah.
Most certainly was.
Expensive.
And it was quite
I
expensive.
put 2 pools in.
Heather?
I actually don't think the board members received any information on the roads and drainage easements for Bluff, so if you don't mind, we'll just defer that until next time.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.